Hello everyone. Today I'm doing a video that I normally would never do something like this because this is so different for my format and really I don't even believe in a lot of stuff like this, like a tier list for example. And this list is I was more inspired kind of by Leffen had a tier list he put out, and I was really inspired by it because it was he basically straight up said like he doesn't care if he's controversial, and I kind of want to. This tier list is going to be more my personal opinions, and that is why it's not like S rank, A rank, B rank, and instead it's just like what I'm getting from the game so far at this point. And I'm going to start from, I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to actually start from the very top and then go down, because starting from the very bottom is kind of upsetting and weird, and I'm not sure how I think about it. So let me go ahead and look, maybe make some last minute revisions to see how I want this tier list to go. So first thing right off the bat you're going to notice is definitely Pikachu is my #1 pick. Now I've played as Pikachu a lot for Spirits mode, playing like versus and competitive. I've been able to do some really good stuff with him. He's not. I don't think he is like the be all end all. I don't think that picking him means you're the best in period. But I really have started to understand why so many people were saying to watch out for Pikachu going into this game. Him and Pichu both are very good. And I've just been noticing he's got so many options and good moves and good abilities. Given everything about this game, how great his recovery is, the fact that his down B is so amazing. I mean, Pikachu's down B is always like the most standout move he has, but then you combine that with his forward B as well, so he's a very mobile character who can get from one point to another, combined with that and his up recovery, which is even easier to control and aim in this one, I feel like. And then his Thunderbolt, Thunder Shock, whatever, his projectile is super good. So like, not like, again, it's not like the best projectile in the game, but it gets the job done for what it is. His smash attacks, his aerials, he has like no bad moves really, and he's really good at what he needs to do, and he's fucking strong. He's got range, he's strong, he's fast, he's small, he's pretty much got everything you want. Now the thing is again, is Pikachu my main? No. He's who I think is one of the more... I think he's just all around a fucking fantastic character. He's not my main character. My main is going to be in the amazing list, and he's going to stick out like a sore thumb to some of you guys who look at other tier lists. But I will now move on to the amazing list. Now, this is not completely in order, but I did do a loose order. But there is some, like, where I'm like, yeah, whatever, throw some down here. So, do I think Yoshi's the second best character in the game? I'm not exactly sure, but I think Yoshi is one of the best fucking characters in the game. I think he's really good. I definitely think he's in the top 10. Is he number 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe not even 5. But I do think he's in the top 10 characters. But personally... I just think Yoshi is sort of like Pikachu. He's just devastating. He's another character who's like B speed. Like I would say characters with A speed would be like Fox, Sonic, characters like, and Squirtle. I'd say he's like in B speed, characters like as fast as like Pikachu and stuff. And he's pretty fucking good at what he needs to do. He's got, like Pikachu, he's got a lot of great multi-hit attacks in the air. And his ground pound is devastating, and his eggshell move goes through a lot of moves, but not every move. But it's pretty freaking rad. Definitely a great move. Yoshi's always a good character. He's never bad. A lot of people were saying that some of his best things about him were nerfed. I mean, whatever. Maybe if you're like a literal pro player, but I'm not. I'm not a pro player. I barely even, like, I just play with my friends. We're very competitive and good, but unless you're like actually entering tournaments and actually sponsored, I feel like Yoshi is a fucking insanely good contender. I feel like he's got lots of abilities that make him super good. So next I will, and the whole thing is, I want to make, what I want to say about this tier list is that this is my list, and so things are going to be a little bit different from other people's. While some things might be the same, like a lot of people have been saying Pikachu is going to be the best character in the game, I made that conclusion after hearing that information and considering what I knew about the game. But I definitely, I definitely have my own opinions on things. So, and I want to. There's certain characters that people are saying are the best characters in the game, and I have them a lot lower. And you're gonna see that coming up. But next is Luigi. Now, Luigi, I feel like is the best of the three Mario brothers. And the third one not being Wario, but obviously being Dr. Mario. I think Luigi's the best. His down B just is the best between him, Dr. Mario, and Mario's down A. It's the best version. It sucks people in. Not, maybe it's not as OP as it used to be, but in Brawl, but it's still good. It's always been good. His forward B, much like Pikachu's forward B, those moves are just good for me. Like, they go through Yoshi's egg. They go through a lot of other rolling attacks. They just if someone lands behind you, it's got a big ass hitbox. Like a lot of times where my friend would completely dodge over me, I would still hit him with like my legs and it would do the burning effect. While his projectile might be suffering, you don't need it anyway. You can kind of spam it, but like it's not really important to use. I don't think it's as good as Mario's or Dr. Mario's. I'd rather have a bouncing projectile that goes far than one that's just kind of wonky. Luigi does have some joke moves, but a lot of his moves take priority over other moves. He's fast, he can get in, and his meteor effect uppercut. It's like landing Jigglypuff's rest. If you can land it, it will do good. It will do good for you. Is it as good as Mario's upper? That a lot of that does come down to preference, and I think that Luigi's risk-reward factor is worth the risk if you are willing to master him. I was never a Luigi main. My little brother mained Luigi in Brawl, and then switched to Cloud in Smash 4 and kind of dropped Luigi, said Luigi wasn't really that good in Smash 4. I've been picking him up more, and because I used to play Mario over Luigi, and now I'm really seeing... I'm really loving both Mario and Luigi in this game, personally. And I think that Luigi is just a fucking force to be reckoned with in this one. Next, I have Wolf. And why do I have Wolf so high and over Falco? Some people are saying the only good thing about him really is his projectile. I think that's in comparison to Fox and Falco. A lot of people are saying Falco is amazing. Now, here's the thing about Falco. He feels different than how he used to feel. Maybe I just feel like that because I don't normally play as Falco. I normally pick Fox over Falco, and then in Brawl, I picked Wolf over both of them. And to me, Wolf is so different from them that it's hard to compare him to them. His moves design is the same, but it's like comparing Ike to Marth. It's just too different for me, personally. But I do think that. Wolf's side B is superior, his up B is superior, his down B is superior, his projectile superior, his smash attacks, his up smash has a lot of range considering he has no weapon. His side smash is fast and strong, and it hits at this nice rate where like it can dodge some attacks because he's just like doing a palm strike. It looks like a martial artist. It's very cool. Wolf is just one of the coolest characters in the game. I love everything about Wolf. He's probably going to be my second or third main with Luigi and my top main. And I really like Wolf. I really want to get better as him. I'm really, really enjoying him. Now, next is the Fire Emblem characters. Now, some people have been saying that Roy is the best one. Other people have been saying they're all relatively the same. Some people can put Ike in there with them. I'm trying to be more honest and real about all this stuff. I'm going to say that Roy, I have him in front of Lucina and Marth for a reason. And why is Lucina in front of Marth? Literally, I just put her there. In Smash 4, I preferred Lucina, but in this one, I'm actually really liking Marth, because I feel like aiming the tip of your sword is actually very possible. So I might actually like Marth more than Lucina this time, which is kind of crazy to me, but I still love both. They're still so good, and Lucina is super good. She's not really that much weaker when you don't use the tip. She gets the job done, and you don't have to worry about the range on a lot of attacks. So she's definitely a solid choice. Marth and Lucina, it really is a preference thing. If you just want to play as a pretty girl, then play as the pretty girl. If you want to play as the OG Smash character, the OG Fire Emblem character, then go for Marth. It doesn't really matter to me. But I will say I do think Roy is a tad bit better. While his up recovery isn't as fast, and when I think that does make it weaker, the fact that it chain hits like he's kin or something, I think is a huge advantage. The same with his up smash, a lot of his smash attacks. The fact that you just have to be up close, the closer you are to the hilt of your sword, the more damage it does. It's the opposite of Marth, may I remind you. And the way he attacks and throws his attacks around is designed to where like he actually, uses his sword at a very short range. Like he holds it backwards and stuff like that. Like he does not fight like Marth, but his moves are all the same. And I mean, I've gotten kills with jabs. His jabs have kill confirm, that is crazy to me. And let's not forget about about these three and Chrom is that their forward B is just insane. The ability to straight up like do a 4-hit combo. It's like a better version of Cloud's cross slash, which Cloud was like the better version of the Fire Emblem characters because his cross slash was much better than the old Dolphin Dance. But this new Dolphin Dance is so easy to do. You can just mash the B button and you pull it off every time. It's so good. It is a big reason why these characters are so high up here. And honestly, if you like sword characters, pick one of these three, preferably Roy. And unless you just don't like his recovery enough, I do think Marth and Lucina's recovery is a little bit better. But oh my gosh, are they all three fantastic. And it might come down to a personal preference thing, but I think most people are agreeing that Roy is the best of the three. And also, he's the best Fire Emblem character in the game, period. And he's one of the best characters in the game. I think a lot of people would consider him in like an S tier rank. If I was saying S tier, if you just put Pikachu in my amazing tier, and then cut the amount of characters in half, then that's like my S tier. And I think Roy's top 5, possibly top 3. And I think Lucina and Marth are both in top 10. And if you count them together, whatever, but they're in the top 10. Next, I have Zero Suit Samus. So the thing about my tier list and the amazing tier list is that some of these characters are characters that I prefer and I'm just wanting to play over other characters. Yoshi is not. Yoshi is a character who I just think is very insanely dangerous and threatening. Like strong Yoshi players, and my friend is one, will make you very scared. He makes me very scared. He can, even when I pick a character who has advantage over Yoshi, like Luigi, I'm still struggling and working my ass off to win. And that just shows the power of Yoshi. So, and plus, I mean, of course my friend is a master at Yoshi, but like, that's what I'm saying. A master with Yoshi is going to fuck shit up. Do I think he's top 3, top 5, top 10? Not really. I just want people to recognize Yoshi is not that nerfed. He's still good. Mechanics in this game that might seem nerfed doesn't matter. They're still good. So Zero Suit Samus is a character that has always been top tier in Smash 4. Obviously not in Brawl, but in Smash 4, she was very top tier. And I feel like, once again, she hasn't really changed much. And because she hasn't changed much, it just means she's really strong. The only thing that really matters is that now charging your smash attacks for a lot longer in Ultimate, which is a feature I didn't know really about until I actually bought the game. I don't feel like I heard anyone talk about that. That combined with the ability to cancel your sprint into a smash attack on the spot, giving the players more power to be devastating. Samus has a very, very good forward smash, and her smashes are like, that's what you use with her. You can use your tilts early on to get some damage going, but her smash attacks are just amazing. So yeah, you need to definitely use that. And so she's always been good, and she's still good in this game, and I still love her. She's probably, she's in my top 5 characters of, like, personally, these are the characters that I kick ass with. She's in that top 5. Next is K. Rool. The thing about K. Rool is that he's a heavy character who's also really fast, who has an insanely good recovery. In Smash Ultimate, recovery matters a lot. If you don't have good recovery, you're going to get fucked up. Luigi doesn't have the best recovery, but his forward B makes up for it. And yeah, you need to have good recovery because you can actually properly edge guard in this game. And that honestly changes it up a lot from Smash 4. A lot of things that used to work in Smash 4 don't work anymore. If you look at my list below and you see like two of the best characters from Smash 4 are right there at the top, but they're not up here with these guys, that should tell you something. K. Rool has amazing recovery. He's very fast. He's very strong. He's heavy. He has a counter. He has 2 projectiles. And he has super armor on a lot of his attacks. Like, he has so many things going for him. Now, he is supposed to be a boss. He's designed to be like a boss. And he feels like a fucking boss. He's strong as fuck. So, that's a character I haven't touched too much. I haven't, like, really sucked my teeth into. But just knowing the facts and playing as him, he's a very interesting character. And he's one who's going to pop up in tournaments because he's like the best heavy character of the game for sure. There's no debate. Everyone agrees on it. And after like playing around with him, I could totally see like he's a very strong character. Now, here's where I might get a little bit more controversial than usual. I'm putting Link up here. Now, Link, the thing about Link is a lot of people say, what's the point of playing as Link if you can just play as young Link, who is better? I mean, other people are saying the changes to Toon Link make him also amazing. Now, if you notice, I have Link clearly in tiers above Young and above Toon. The thing is about Link is that all my friends, I have multiple friends who main Link, and I also main Link. And they're all excited about Young Link and Toon Link, and so was I. I was very excited to play as Young Link. I didn't really like Toon Link in 4, but I liked him a lot in Brawl, and I was like, maybe he'll be good again. I feel like Toon Link's still, like, mediocre, but a lot of people are saying he's really good. I'm not seeing it. I think some people just really prefer small characters and think that small characters are good. I think Young Link is by far better than Toon Link, but when it comes to main Link, he's slow, yes, but his range makes up for it. Young Link does not have the range, and to me, because he's slower, or because he's faster, does not make him better. He does not have the range or the speed, or the strength. He just has the speed. He's now Link. All 3 Links are zone characters. They're amazing zoning characters. But the thing that makes a Link so strong is that if you fuck with him, you're gonna get fucked. So Link has a lot of combo setups based off zoning people, and then you get in and fuck them up with your sword. So that's something I really like about Link. His up A smash sucks people in. It does multiple hits, which means it usually goes through a lot of attacks. It's not as good as it used to be. Link's, I feel like Link used to beat Yoshi in Smash 4, and now I feel like Link doesn't, which is why Yoshi's a lot higher in my list. Link is good, don't get me wrong, but his, he's still really slow. He's not the best up close. You know, if he goes toe-to-toe with a up close with a Fire Emblem character, he's going to get wrecked. If he goes up close toe-to-toe with a lot of characters who have like medium speed and who are like faster than him, he's going to get wrecked. But you can beat those characters with your zoning abilities. You have to know how to use Link. Now, and the detonatable bombs makes him such a stronger zoning character. So that's what I'm saying is I feel like Link is by far, he's my #1 main character. He was my main Smash 4. He's my main here. But he works a lot differently, and I feel like in some ways he's been nerfed, in some ways he's been buffed. I've gotten, the detonatable bombs are kill confirms for sure. I have killed people by throwing bombs off them up in the air while they can't see their character yet, and detonating it, and then it blasting them off, doing the slow motion zoom in and everything. I mean, I've gotten multiple clutch wins thanks to those detonatable bombs because they're so much more stronger than the bombs. I used to use the bombs as chip damage to annoy people over time, and it was part of my arsenal of 3 projectiles for one fucking character, and then come close to him and finish him off with a smash attack. That was my strategy with Link, and that's why I would get win. Now, with those detonatable bombs, you can get kill confirms without even coming close to people and using your sword when they get close, and they probably don't realize what you're going to do up close because you haven't been fighting up close the whole time. You know, it's only... And, I mean, I've done some amazing combos with Link with his running A into, like, a projectile or something like that. Or I'll throw the bomb far away, do the running A, knock them into the bomb, blow it up. I've shot my bomb with arrows and made the bomb fly towards them and then detonated it. You can do Breath of the Wild style trick shots with Breath of the Wild Link. It's amazing. Honestly, I feel like people are really sleeping on him right now, and it's horribly bad. You guys need to really recognize that Link is still in this game and he still kicks ass. Don't just say, oh, Young Link and Toon Link are good, therefore why would you ever play as Link? I promise you guys, this guy is a fucking beast. And the fact of the matter is, I think all 3 Links are actually good. Though I do clearly have reasons why I have Link above the other ones, and I'll get into that later. Now, for this tier list, I decided to say fuck it and do the Pokemon separately from each other. Now, I did the trainer as well, and the trainer is them as a whole, and the Pokemon separately are how, you know, that's their own thing. I know a lot of people are saying they love Ivysaur, and they're also saying Pokemon Trainer as a whole is S tier, thanks to characters like Ivysaur, and then finishing them off with Charizard or using Squirtle or whatever. This is my list. I want to make a very clear distinction here that Squirtle's the best of the 3. I don't know how people don't see this. He's so fast and he's so small. He's a very small target with incredible range. His up B is as devastating as Roy's up B, and you know, works in a very similar way. You know, does chain damage and then launches them at the end. And then his side B is ruthless. So I have, like, it does a lot of damage and it's fast. It comes right at you. He's small, fast, and powerful. He's not the weak one of the 3. Like, the thing is about the Pokemon Trainer is that I thought it would be Squirtle, Ivysaur do scratch damage and Charizard finishes them off. No. Squirtle can fucking kill confirm by himself. There's almost no point even changing unless you just want to play as Ivysaur or Charizard at that moment. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah, you can just straight up pick Squirtle the whole time or pick Ivysaur the whole time. A lot of people are using Ivysaur the whole time too. And I know why Ivysaur is good, but I will get into him later. For now, I just want to say Squirtle's fast, strong, kills like crazy. Why would you, like, how do people not see that he's the best of the 3? I'm sorry, but Squirtle's the best. But you know what? That's the fun thing. My little brother's saying he loves Ivysaur, and Ivysaur's like top tier. We're gonna do some Squirtle versus Ivysaur fights, man, and that's how it's good. You know, it's gonna be fun and exciting. So, next is Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong, Falco are both here. These are characters that I'm not good with, that other people are amazing with, and that when I watch them play them, I'm like, how do they do what they do? And they make them look so damn good. Now, like I said, I have Wolf above Falco, but really this tier list doesn't matter. Like, it's my personal preference. So if you want Falco over Wolf, that makes sense. And a lot of people are saying he's the best of the 3, and people are saying Wolf and Fox are around the same area. I don't agree. I think Wolf is by far the best, but I don't really play Falco. I beat his classic mode trying to figure something out with him, and really all I got from him was that he's definitely, I think he's better in this one than he was in Smash 4. I think he's amazing in this one, but do I prefer him over Fox? I kind of like Fox's attacks, his A attacks, his normals a little bit more. But, I mean, honestly, Wolf by far is my favorite. So, Falco's definitely good. I see people do amazing things with him. He's just fucking awesome. You know, he's a higher risk version of Fox. So, some people like these higher risk versions of characters. I mean, obviously, I have Luigi up here. I have Roy up here over Marth and Lucina. A lot of people have Roy in a whole separate higher tier than those guys. So, I don't see that. I don't see it. I think you're fine with any of them. But I do think Roy's stronger. Then let's talk about Mewtwo and Sheik. Sheik is another character that I play on again and off again. I think she's really fun. And it's almost like Xerxes Samus for me. It's like Samus is bulky, and then you pick Xerxes Samus. She's fast and agile and really good. And you're like, oh, this is better. You need to make Samus more like Xerxes Samus. And then you take Zelda, and she's like got all these magic and range attacks, and she's okay. And then you take Sheik, where it's like a pure offense, pure speed, and it's like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, so it's funny that I like to think about Zelda and Samus as Sheik and Xerxes Samus over their other versions, and it's like, oh yeah, the proper versions are in the game too. But I really like Sheik a lot. In this one, she's still good. I don't think Sheik's worse than she was. I think she's about the same, which is very, very, very good. Sheik's definitely very good. I prefer Zero Suit Samus, so I don't play as her that much, because if I need to use a fast character like that, I'm going to use Zero Suit Samus, who has the stun lock, has the whip, who has like the amazing up B. So, but I still have her up here because I recognize other people like her over Zero Suit Samus, and go ahead, she's great. Yeah. Is this tier list missing someone? I don't see Greninja. I just realized like Greninja's not on this tier list. As I'm talking about Sheik, I don't see Greninja. So now I'm confused. Did I even rank? Greninja wasn't an option, but Piranha Plant was. Oh wait, there he is. I put him in the oh. Yeah, I'm okay where I put him. Never mind. So let's talk about Mewtwo now. Mewtwo has he has amazing normals. His air normal is amazing. His so his neutral air is amazing. All of his airs are amazing. With the whip, his tail works like a whip. It's so long, people normally don't see it coming. He's insane. He's super fast. His forward smash is amazing. His up smash is fucking god tier. Probably one of the best up smashes in the game. It's so fucking good. And his confusion is even, oh my god. Like his confusion, his ability to reflect projectiles, he feels like a fucking god. Like he feels like a legendary Pokemon. When you play as him, you feel like you have the power of a broken legendary character from a series, and he's good. His Shadow Ball, I feel like Mewtwo's not that different from Smash 4, and he's very good. Like Mewtwo's just a very fucking good character. So anyone who wants to play as Mewtwo, like seriously, he's a great character, and he's a great. The same reasons why Link is a good zoning character, Mewtwo's very similar with why he's a good zoning character, but he's even better with his ability to reflect projectiles, and his stun confusion move is like, yeah, stunning characters is the same reason why Zero Suit Samus is good. And forward smashing, his forward smash is so strong, so I don't know what there is to say about Mewtwo. He's just a super solid character. Yeah, like he's just very, very good. Alright, so that's my amazing list. Those are the characters who I think are above and beyond average. Basically, my amazing list, it features a lot of characters that I personally like playing, characters I'm personally afraid of, and that's about it. Same with like Pikachu. I have him in his own category because I could basically just put him in the amazing list, but I do think he is the best character in the game, so I just gave him his own little spot. That's all that means. That's all that is. So I don't think he's like actually better than all of those characters, but I do think that as a whole, he's the best character in the game. But eventually someone's going to figure out like the Pikachu killer character. But just like how I feel like Luigi's a character beats Yoshi. But this Smash game is very, very balanced. So that's something to keep in mind here. Next, I will move down to very solid. First up is Bayo and Cloud. Now, I don't know how to do super amazing stuff with Bayonetta, but it doesn't matter because the fact that she can stop time is broken, and her smashes are very good. So, yeah, it's Bayonetta. I've heard that she's been nerfed and that she's not as good in the air. I'm sure people can still, whatever. Now people won't boo whenever she wins, but she'll still win a lot. Like, it doesn't matter. She is very, very good character. Maybe should I put her in amazing? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone really use her or do anything cool with her. I feel like there's nothing worth talking about with her. Like, yeah, she's got some good attacks. She's a good character. That's why she's in the top for very solid. Next is Cloud. My very solid, as you can see, has a lot of characters in it. That's because I feel like these characters are definitely above everyone below them. I feel like everyone here is better than everyone below. But what I don't think about is much of the order. Like Ike and Mario might be better than Cloud. And the thing is about Cloud is he was very, very good in Smash 4. Honestly, he was OP. Just like how Bayonetta was OP. People just didn't care as much because Bayonetta it was even OP compared to Cloud. But Cloud was OP compared to a lot of other characters. He had a ridiculous amount of range. His limit was broken and busted. A lot of his attacks were way too good. But in this game, recoveries are so nerfed that there's a lot of times where, hey, if you want to beat Cloud, pick a character that fucking flings him off the edge, or just throw him a lot, or just knock him, basically just throw him off the edge and then go and jump attack him. You don't even have to spike him or anything. Just like keep him away from coming back to the ledge. Get him very far away, and he won't be able to recover. You know, he will not be able to save himself. So, and that's the other reason, if you look closely, you can see Chrom down here. A lot of people are saying Chrom is honestly one of the best characters in the game. But why do I have Chrom down and very solid over amazing? Because I want to stress the point that his recovery is so bad. You will die so often thanks to his bad recovery. Now, I know what you're saying, just be good. Don't get hit. Get good. Guys, no. Like, you're going to get put in those situations and you're going to die. And you don't want to be in the situation where you have to completely dominate every time to win. Now, Chrom can dominate, but he's one of the highest risk-reward characters in the whole game. His up B and side B are both fucking amazing because, first of all the Fire Emblem characters have amazing side Bs in this game for some reason. But his up B is so good, devastating for offense, but it just does not... He has literally no way to stay alive. And that is why Chrom is down here and not up there. It's the reason why Cloud is down here and not up there. They're good characters, but Cloud, I feel like, has been nerfed hard. I feel like Cloud is not the man he used to be. But the thing is about nerfing a broken character like Cloud is it just means he's pretty fucking good still. And that's the thing about this very solid list. Everyone here, these are all characters who are fucking good. They're all fucking good. But they're not, like, insanely super good or characters that I'm super interested in maining. Ike is a character that I really wanted to main after seeing that a lot of Ultimate is faster and there's a lot less ending lag. Sadly, he's still a little too slow and too big to really compete with the other Fire Emblem characters, who, when I fight against other Fire Emblem characters, they mop the floor with me. And it's like, I'm really good with Ike against a lot of characters, and, but anyone who also has range and speed will probably beat him. So he's still very, very good. And I mean, in the fact that he's a lot faster, a lot less ending lag, I definitely put him up here on purpose. Now, Corrin and Robin, you might be saying, oh, you put them up here next to the Fire Emblem characters because they're Fire Emblem characters? And to that, I would say yes. But I do want to stress the point that even though they might not be better than a lot of the other characters in the very solid list, they're both very fucking solid and very, very good. Robin obviously won't always be the best in a lot of scenarios, but I do believe that given his Levin sword... Now, and this is controversial, I guess, because a lot of people think Robin is low tier in Smash 4, but honestly, given with the Levin sword, you basically have smashes in the air, which means you can run at people and like do really powerful attacks with that Levin sword. So that's very good. I feel like his having Marth and Lucina's smash attacks up close makes him very fucking good, and then with his abilities, I don't think Nosferatu is broken. I think it's actually pretty puny, but it's good to use every so often. And Elwind doesn't spike or do anything. It's really just good to get people off your ass if they're chasing you. It's a very good way to be like, I want to land, but it's not going. They could take the damage and they'll be fine. But it does knockback, so they won't chase after you. But his L Thunder is one of the best charged projectiles in the game. It's very, very good. It's very fast. You can't reflect it. You can't absorb it. You can't put it in your pocket. It's very good. It's by far one of the best projectiles in the entire game. And just like Simon and just like Ness, he has a fire move that stuns you in place. And what do we know about moves that stun you in place in this game? They're very, very good. And why are they very good? Because you can sprint cancel into a smash for devastating results. Or you can just sprint into a tilt for devastating results as you do a chain combo. Or, you know, you could always run into a grab, which is what I used to do as Ness all the time. So Robin, fucking good. Fucking good character. Any character who can stun like that is good. Corrin he was good in Smash 4. He's good here. What's there left to say? He's mostly the same character. His projectile is amazing. The fact that he has a charged projectile and a sword and all these like up close and personal attacks is really good. He's good. Like, Corrin is just a very solid, fun, and actually somewhat unique Fire Emblem character. So the two odd Fire Emblem characters, Corrin and Robin, who are a lot different from the other two, or the other two meaning Marth and Ike, and all of them are just Marth. So, but they're very, very solid characters. Next, I have Bowser up here. Bowser, I feel like, is very, very strong in this one. I feel like he's super fast, super strong. His down B, ground pound is amazing. It takes a lot of priority to do. His grab you, his like forward special grab that like where he jumps in the air and slams you is a lot of damage. It's a grab, so it goes through blocks. What's there left to say? Like, you can suicide off the edge if you have 2 lives and they have 1, and then you win the game. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with Bowser that gets the job done. Like I said, his down B is devastatingly strong. It's very good. Using it in the air already, or using it standing right in front of your opponent, and then like knocking them up like a Shoryuken and then slamming down as it goes a little bit more forward that time. It's great. It keeps people on their toes and makes them have to keep an eye out. And then also, you can also just like use your down A, which is also a very powerful and fast attack. So, you know, very good. And may I say, his up B is super good. Like, it does chain damage. It holds them in place. And it's a big spinning attack that takes priority, and it's good. Like, so, yeah, I would say Bowser is just very, very good. I think he was really good in Smash 4. He's one of my favorite characters to play as in period. But I don't have him in my amazing list. I don't think he's that quite good, but I think he's so damn good at the same time. So that's why he's in my solid list and not in the amazing. Captain Falcon is good, but Captain Falcon is weird. Captain Falcon is the same in every game. Some people have him low, some people have him high. For me, I'm going to keep him up high. Obviously, forward B goes through a lot of attacks. It beats Little Mac, for crying out loud. Like, forward B super good, up B super good, down B super good. What? The Falcon Punch is obviously always hard to hit, but if you run and jump and then use it in midair while falling down, sometimes people will get hit by it. So, yeah, do it. Like, he's a great fucking character. His A attacks, like, he's a weird character because most time you're going to rely on your A attacks and use your B attacks when you need them. Captain Falcon's B attacks are, like, better than almost all of his A attacks. Obviously, his flying knee is, the shit, but he still has a very good, solid A combo that it's got some pretty decent range because he's like a normal human who can punch forward. So it's pretty decent range. And then you get a lot of hits off because it's a nice combo. And then he's never bad. Like, some people, Falcon's the same every time, but some people will keep him low. I kind of want to keep him high. I think he's just fucking always a fun, solid character, but he's not the best. He's just kind of fun and good. Ness. Why do I have Ness up here? Because in this game, you can, say with me, stun someone and then dash, cancel into a smash. So Ness is good. Literally, that's the reason why Ness is up here and Lucas is down there. If you want to like try to compare the two, that is literally the reason why, because Ness's fire is just legitimately better. I used to like Lucas more in Brawl, and that's because in Brawl everyone was a lot slower. Smash 4 and Brawl, Lucas's up smash is so slow that it's almost useless. You can almost never hit it. And it doesn't have quite as much range as Ike's, whereas Ike's up smash is amazing, so good they gave it to Ganondorf. But here, not so well. So no. I would say no. Ness, the bat is amazing, can reflect stuff. He also has a shield that absorbs, and it actually hits behind him, unlike Lucas, who doesn't hit behind him. It's like Lucas has the worst version of everything, except for PK Thunder. Lucas's PK Thunder stuns people, and so it does a lot more damage if you just keep circling it on them. Once you hit them once, you can just keep circling it, and they'll just get damage, damage, damage. But I gotta say, the best way to use PK Thunder is to fuck with people off the edge when they're trying to recover anyway. And Lucas and Ness's PK Thunder pushes them back, whereas Lucas stuns them, does more damage. But Ness, it's like, so Lucas's fire move pushes them back and lightning stuns. Ness's lightning pushes them back and fire stuns. And having the pushback when they are trying to recover is insanely helpful. You can get so many cheap kills when they're trying to actually recover with this really good way to edge card with like a heat seeking, or not heat seeking, but like a remote controlled lightning attack. It's, and I mean, the one thing to compare it to is also Snake's forward B, but it's so much faster than Snake's, and you can use it to hit yourself, which some people don't like that recovery. Just get good at it. If you can't figure it out, then don't use this character. But once you learn how to actually control it, it's really good. And in this one, there's an arrow in front of you that points where you're going to be launched at once you hit yourself. So it's actually easier to control and aim in this one than ever before. So keep that in mind with Ness. Moving right along, Mario and Dr. Mario. Now, it is interesting. A lot of people have been saying Dr. Mario is possibly better than Mario in this one, thanks to the spike. Mario's always been better thanks to his speed and recovery. Dr. Mario's recovery just isn't quite good enough for me. But I have to agree that Spike actually does change things a lot. And that, given with his down B, I feel like I never use Mario's down B. Sometimes I use it to keep people away. But for the most part, it's really hard to find a great opportunity to use it. So it's going to definitely give you some wins in clutch situations. But and I know what you guys are saying. Well, Mario has the forward A, which is a spike. And that does work. But the thing is with Dr. Mario is that if you are on a platform above them, like on a battlefield map, using that down A spike you can get some great damage going with that shit. So, and that's what I'm saying. Yes, the down A is great for knocking people off the edge, but you can also do it with your forward A. But honestly, the down A spike is great for doing some chain damage. So you combine that with his down B. Which is a great way to get in or get out, or if someone's like bullying you. If you're getting bullied, that down B is a good option. It's not as good as Luigi's. Not as good as Luigi's down B. But Dr. Mario has very clear advantages over Mario. So if you want that, and I feel like the speed isn't that different. I feel like the speed is only a little bit better for Mario this time around. But Dr. Mario is definitely more powerful. So really, honestly, I think what the difference is here, Dr. Mario is actually a real contender. It's not just pick Mario. It honestly has become more of a preference thing. So pick whoever you like more. I'm honestly torn between them. I honestly don't know. I think I like Mario quite a little bit more. I think I like him a little bit more. And so I put him in front of Dr. Mario here. But I put them together for a reason. I didn't put them together because they're Echo Fighters. I put them together because they're both very solid for slightly different reasons. Other characters who are very similar, like Toon Link and Young Link, or like Ness and Lucas, I made sure to put them in tiers above each other so that way people knew one was actually legitimately better than the other one. So, yeah. I have Fox here. Fox is the worst out of Falco and Wolf Fox, in my opinion. So, he's down here. However, Fox is still really good. He's not like, he's not a bad character. He's not a not bad character. So I have him here for a reason. His aerials, his neutrals, his normals, everything about him, he's good. Like, his A attacks are good, his Bs are good. They're all good. Falco's better. And I like Wolf more than Fox. So, yeah. But, again, if you like Fox, if that's your personal preference of the three, go for it, because he's still fucking good. I have Young Link here. I wanted to make a point of separating the Links into different tiers. Do I think that Young Link is better than some of the characters in the Amazing list? No, I really don't. Honestly, when I was watching Leffen's video, I was very happy to see him saying Young Link is super overrated, and short hopping arrow spam isn't even that good. I have to agree. Yes, he has amazing zoning pressure, but do I think he's a better zoner than Adult Link? No. Well, what does he have? He has pressure, but I don't think that alone makes him a better zoning character. His down A is good, his up B is good, and those are also very good for Link. His up smash is good, his forward smash is good. They're not, and that is the reason why I think he's a league above Toon Link, and I'm not understanding why people like Toon Link so much. But except for I think Toon Link's down A is very good. It's different from theirs, but it's very good. While you guys might like Toon Link's down A for its ability to stab, there's nothing as satisfying as doing a down A, hitting it twice by bouncing, because you can control where it goes and it bounces. Hitting a double down A bounce, and then when they bounce up enough to where you can use your up B to do a 3-hit combo, that's a lot of damage, because those are all really strong moves, and they all three have kill confirmed. So, like, three of them, two of them are the same thing, so it's really 2 attacks. But that is always a great thing to do when you're in the air coming down. You have that down stab. You can't just like wait for a Link to come down and then up smash him. He will down stab you, and it's glorious. Characters with down stabs like Cloud and Link are definitely threats. So keep that in mind when you're trying to fuck with them. And Young Link has those great abilities. So that's why Young Link is still very solid. Because the best things about Link, Young Link still has. They just don't have as much range or power behind them. And the bombs not being able to detonate, well, I thought for sure I wouldn't like detonating bombs, and a lot of people don't. I feel like that's the best thing about Link right now. I feel like that's what makes him a league above those other guys. So yes, I'm saying Link is better than Young Link. That's my final answer. I really could not care for Young Link at this point. However, I hate Toon Link, and Young Link, however, is a character that honestly I like playing him secondary. I still like using him. I like seeing the differences between them. I like using him. I play him similar to Link, and you're really not supposed to. You're supposed to use a lot more pressure and stuff like that. But I don't think he's as good. But I do think he's still very good. Now, I have the Pokemon here separately, but I went ahead and put Pokemon Trainer next to Ivysaur because this is as a whole. But basically, it doesn't really mean much having him here. I wanted to purposely separate the Pokemon for this list because I wanted to make sure people knew why the Pokemon Trainer was good. Because if I had to like drag him down, or basically say like, he's good because of Squirtle and Ivysaur and don't worry about Charizard, like whatever. But here I am saying, no, fuck that. Pokemon Trainer as a whole is very, very good, but when you die, you do have to switch Pokemon, and then but switching Pokemon is super easy to do, doesn't take long. And there's no disadvantage to switching. You can stay as Squirtle the entire game. You can stay as Ivysaur the entire game. You can stay as Charizard the entire game. Or you can switch whenever it's necessary. So I have him here as very solid. He's a very, very good character. I know that might be weird to you guys. If it's like, is Pokemon Trainer considered A tier or B tier? Well, I mean, he's considered A tier if you only use one character. B tier if you use multiple characters. Sometimes you're going to have to change because you have to, or maybe, but that is another good thing about him. He can change on the fly if it's necessary, and two of the best characters in the game are in his tool set, so that makes him very good. Let's talk about Ivysaur. A lot of people are saying Ivysaur is the best of the three. Ivysaur is the most interesting of the three, but I don't think he's consistently as good. He has amazing chip damage abilities, and he is straight up one of the best vertical characters in the game. His up B is really powerful, but it's completely vertical. His B, neutral B, is amazing chip damage. It is stupid, almost like, and I remember thinking in Brawl, thinking it was so good. I remember thinking Ivysaur was amazing in Brawl thanks to that ability to just damage and damage and damage and switching Charizard to finish off. All that's good. Ivysaur's good. He's a good character. I'm not saying he's bad. And while he's not a very horizontal fighter, and this game has a lot more ground focus on it. But if you want to do a lot of aerial attacks and vertical attacks, He's very good. He's a very good character for fighting someone who needs to be in the air. Ivysaur will destroy Mario, destroy Yoshi, Squirtle, Luigi. He'll fuck up Falco. He'll fuck up Wolf. He'll fuck up a lot of these characters. And then he doesn't have a lot, but his forward smash and his razor leaf moves are very, very good horizontal attacks. So he's very solid. That's why I have him in the very solid. Here's some more Pokemon. Pichu. Pichu, I don't have as amazing. And I know like a lot of people think Pichu is barely worse than Pikachu. The fact that he does damage to himself is really just a deal breaker. But I still have him as very solid because the reason why, even though he does damage to himself, dodging attacks is actually so easy as him. And I'm not just saying like you have to master him or get good. No, I mean like most projectiles go over him. Most punch attacks go over him. Basically, you have to actually do like down tilts and like down smashes and other attacks that like your special moves that are aimed more towards the ground, because a lot of characters are going to hit over him. Young Link will shoot his arrows over him most of the time. Like, so yeah, he would. That's the trade-off. The damage he does to himself is because if he didn't do damage to himself, he would never get damaged. Like he would barely get damaged. So yeah, like he's so hard to hit. He's actually so hard to hit that he's still good. And the damage he does to himself isn't a deal breaker. Like it's why he's not in the not bad category. It's actually like it barely damages himself. So if you just make sure your attacks hit and you master Pikachu and Pichu, which they have amazing moves, it's actually kind of worth it to use Pichu. However, I would still say there's no point using Pichu because Pikachu's better. I think it's actually a very clear distinction. However, Pichu is still better than most of the characters in the cast. In fact, I would say he's still better than a lot of the characters even in the very solid category, and he's definitely better than everyone below him in the tier list. However, the fact that he has damage to himself is really what's keeping him from being in the amazing. I know like a lot of that is like, oh, but just don't worry about that. No, that's why Chrom is not amazing. That's why Cloud is not amazing. That's why Dr. Mario is not amazing. It's why, well, we're going to get to those. We're going to get to them. Let's now move on to Greninja. I love Greninja. I think Greninja is really good. Honestly, I think Greninja is one of the best characters in the game. Why do I have him in the very solid? I don't know why. His projectile's not that good. But his side B is really good. His up B is okay. It recovers. It gets the job done for recovering him. His down A is super good. He's got very, very good smash attacks. He's like Sheik. I think he's actually a little bit better than Sheik. But, you know, at the end of the day, even though he's strong, fast, and agile and slick, and he's got that really good forward B move, and he's got a counter as well, why do I not have him in amazing? Well, I can't tell you why. I just feel like he's not an amazing character, but he is one of my favorites. But you know, I think it's because if I had to make a top 10, I don't know if he would actually be on it, and if he was, he would definitely be in the very bottom of it. He's one of my favorite characters to play in Smash 4, and he's not any different really here. He's still the same character. So I know a lot of people talk about nerfs and buffs, and those are like little tweaks. And the fact of the matter is, I don't notice them a lot of the time. And except with Mewtwo, Mewtwo was one I definitely noticed. So it was one day he was way better. I thought he was trash, and one day he was way better. So, but most of the time I don't really notice a lot of these buffs and nerfs. So, and I know Diddy Kong too. But and a lot of people say, you know, Greninja gets nerfed a lot. I can't tell you why he's not like in my top 5, but he's a super good character, and I love playing as him when just screwing around. So. But I don't think he's main character potential. I don't think anyone will ever main Greninja, whereas I think people can main Zero Suit and Sheik, you know? So I feel like Greninja's just missing a little bit of that oomph to make him an amazing character, so he's very solid. Villager, I have him here because his slingshot is amazing. That's his up aerial. That's not his up. That's like his forward aerial. It's very good. It's, you know, a jumping forward, you know, range attack. You can short hop with it. You can jump anywhere you want with it. basically you're moving forward and shooting projectile at the same time, so that's fucking good. He's small. He can pocket any projectile and throw it back whenever you want, which is amazing for troll mind games. His tree helps a lot for trolling in mind games. And his gyro rocket is insanely good. It goes through attacks. If you attack it, it explodes on you. It's just a fucking amazing move. You can ride it or just throw it out by itself, which means he has the option of having a great projectile or a move that makes you move forward on the map. Holy shit. Like, of course he's very solid. I could understand an argument for him being amazing. Villager was really good in Smash 4. He's really good here. He's just a fucking good character, but he's weird, and you kind of have to learn his normals and master him. But he's got a lot of great abilities that make him a solid-ass character. And when you're playing not 1v1, you're playing 4-player or a match with items, then forget about it. That's when he's like top tier. Holy shit. But yeah, Villager is super solid. And he's up here, and Isabelle is way down there. A lot of my friends keep trying to tell me Isabelle's better. Newsflash, she's not. She's down there for a reason. I'll get to that. But Villager, insanely good. Talk about Simon and Richter. Simon and Richter, some people would put Simon and Richter in the Pikachu spot. Some people would say Simon and Richter are SS tier. Some people would say Simon and Richter are the best two characters in the game. Or basically, if you want to not count Echoes, then Simon is the best character in the game. Because they're not any different. They're basically the same fucking character. Why are they down here in the very solid when they deserve to be the best character slot? No. While they're very, very good, they're some of the best zoning characters in the game. Their Holy Cross projectile is stupid. Their Axe Throw, even stupider. Combine that with the Holy Water that burns and stun locks you in place, and then you get a free smash, and their smash deck has amazing range because it's a super long whip. Amazing. Everything about them is amazing. They are so strong, so much range, so much zoning ability. Great down A and great down A on the ground when he does the slide, and great down A when he does the diagonal kick. He's a fucking amazing, amazing character. So why is he not the best character in the game? Why is he not in the amazing category? I keep saying the word amazing. His recovery is that bad. His recovery is terrible. It's one of the worst recoveries outside of Chrom, outside of Cloud, and he has no options or abilities like Ike does or Luigi does to move forward on the map. You see, Luigi and Ike have bad recoveries, but they make up for it with their other tools. Simon and Richter on paper do, because they have their whip ability that latches onto the corner. The problem is that if you use your up B, you can no longer use your whip, which means you need to be very, very high, but still far away enough for that whip to actually hit the corner of the platform. Now, in Smash 4, grabbing that ledge was really easy. In this Smash, it's not as easy. I've noticed that using Zero Suit Samus, one of the links with the grapple hook, and Simon and Richter, I'm having a lot more trouble grabbing onto the ledge. Now, with Ivysaur, he doesn't have the best recovery, but he makes up... But, the fact that you can whip onto the ledge, it still works. But these recovery options are really no replacement. When that's your only recovery option, then that's just not good enough. I'm sorry, that is just not good enough. And so, because of that, Simon and Richter are still very solid characters who are amazing, but I cannot in good conscience say they're the best characters in the game or that they're... you're talking high risk, high reward, my friend. Those are two of the most high risk, high reward characters in the game. Same with Chrom. And while a lot of people are saying those characters are better, I'm telling you, you're better off sticking with a more solid, balanced character. Meta Knight is Meta Knight. He has a lot of jumps. You can use your aerials with those jumps, which means you can combo and juggle people when they want to just sit down. It's very good. That's all I have to say. Meta Knight is the best Kirby character. That's no surprise if anyone played Brawl. But he's not good for the same reasons he was good in Brawl. but I feel like he's much better than he was in Smash 4. In Smash 4, I feel like he was like disgustingly upsetting and worthless. Meta Knight in this game is very, very good. Fast, aerial combos. He's gonna be good. He's Meta Knight. He's never really bad. He's always been good. He's good here. Pit and Dark Pit. Well, I have them here together because I don't think they're that different. Some people have actually said there is an actual somewhat difference between them. Whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, I always prefer Pit more, and I can't tell you why. Just something about it feels better to me. I really can't tell you why. If you care about Final Smashes, then pick the one you care about with that, but I don't. But, Pit has amazing normals. He has amazing A attacks. He has amazing B attack specials. So he has good at everything. He's got lots of good attacks. I feel like his down B block shield thing, it was really good in Smash 4. It's really good here. I feel like it's really good in this one. So yeah, he's just good. The forward B attack is the same as Captain Falcon's forward B, and it's really, really good. It goes through most attacks. Yeah, so it's just fucking amazing. He's just an amazing fucking character. That's what I have to. What can I say? Pit's very good. I don't think he's as good as the amazing characters, but he's very, very good. Rosalina, very good. The Luma bullshit is always annoying. A lot of my opinion on Rosalina and Shulk are both based off my knowledge from Smash 4. They don't seem that different. I think Shulk would be a lot better if his recovery didn't suck ass. But he's, But you can be a good character with shitty recovery. You just have to keep in mind that your recovery sucks. Zelda is in the solid category because she is not bad like she used to be. She's not terrible. She's still very, very good. But is she, like, impressively amazing? Not really. She's one of the characters that I actually have on the bottom of the very solid list for a reason. I don't think she's that great. Same with Palutena. These characters are, like, good. Palutena's got some insane A attacks, and the fact that her B attacks are a little bit fixed, a little bit better, is a very big improvement. At the end of the day, I think Palutena is a very, very good character, but not as good as a lot of the other characters in the very solid category. But I do think she's better than a lot of the characters in the not bad category. Now in the not bad, these are not bad and upsetting. This works a little bit differently. Some of these characters are whatever, and some of these characters just don't work right. So first of all, I have Ryu and Kin here. Ryu and Kin are super fucking good, especially one-on-one with no items. They're very, very good characters, and they're very strong. They have combos, and they do amazing things. But, you put them up against a lot of characters who have weapons, which is almost everyone in the cast, who has any sort of, like, range ability. You can zone them out super easy, and if you just have medium range, you can normally beat them. Like, they're good characters, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they lose to so many people in the game. So many characters in the roster they lose to. But you can normally do some cool stuff with them, and it'll actually work. But you have to work hard to win. So, and let me explain something about the not bad category. These are characters that are fun to play as, who you can always stick around with and have a good time. But you have to actually work hard to win. And these are characters by no means do I recommend you pick up as your main. Ryu and Kin. Is Ryu better than Kin? I honestly see the advantages for both of them. They both have their own advantages. I feel like Ryu has some stronger normals, but Kin is having that speed with Kin and being able to chain combos a little bit better thanks to his Tatsu and his flaming Shoryuken. Honestly think that it's really a personal preference thing, honestly. I still think I like Ryu more. And some of my friends who are saying they wanted to use Kin, I think are liking Ryu more. But they're both really good. Like they're both good. Neither one is bad. Neither one's objectively better than the other. It really does come down to a preference thing for me. So, and that's the thing. If you're mad at someone because they're picking Ryu when you think Kin is better, then pick Kin and beat him one-on-one. Ryu and Kin. Street Fighter. Let's do it. So, what a great... And that's the fun of having these two in the game. Just their inclusion is great. I have Sonic here because I almost put Sonic in the very solid. A lot of people are saying Sonic's really good in this one. Sonic is really good. He got buffed. His homing attack is really fucking strong. Thing is, I would normally probably have Sonic very low. I feel like Sonic got buffed in this game. His homing attack is way better. And then besides that, he's always been really fast. Always been able to do a lot of fucking damage. A lot of people are saying A lot of people have Sonic a lot higher than me. I still have Sonic pretty low because even though he can do damage and a lot of chip damage and he has a few kill confirms, he just doesn't. You still have to work for it with him. But he's still very good, not bad character. Same with King Dedede. He's slow, but you can make up for that. So if you're good as Dedede, then you can probably you can ignore the not bad. This is a character that's perfectly fine maining. Same with Sonic, really. Yeah, he's really good, but he's not as good as I don't think he's better than anyone above him. So, Mega Man. He's very good, but obviously not the best up close. He's pure zone, and he's not the best zone. Like, he's a pure zoning character, and he's not even the best zoning character. I feel like the Metal Saw is in the game because Mega Man 2, that was the move you used, was Metal Claw. Or, where is it, Metal Saw? I don't remember. But you use that move. That's what you use. You beat Metal Man, and you use that move the whole game. Problem is, it's not nearly as strong as it is in Mega Man 2. Your best attack is actually your smash attack. The Leaf Shield is very good for multiple reasons, and so you can do a nice chain combo with it. Well, not like a chain combo, but like it'll hit multiple times, and you can move while it's hitting. So like you can just run into someone. His tilt attacks are good for getting people away, and his up smash, down smash are very good. His up air and his down air are very good. So it's like Mega Man is a very high risk, high reward character, but I don't think he's as rewarding as a lot of the other ones. And sadly, I feel like Simon and Richter are a much better executed version of Mega Man, but he's in the not bad category because I still love playing as him, and he can still do amazing things. It's just, I feel like you fight a character who has ability to reflect, or a character who has medium range, or a character who's fast and get up close, they can hurt Mega Man. But Mega Man's still, very good. You don't want to get too close to him. You don't want to get near him while he's charging his laser. So Lucas is down here because Ness is up there. I don't have much to say about Lucas. He's not as good as Ness, but he's not a terrible character. There's really no point playing him though because Ness exists. I'm not going to put him in the upsetting category, but he's clearly not as good. Little Mac. I never thought Little Mac was a bad character, especially if you play a lot of 1v1s, but his recovery is so bad. And they made it better. It's definitely better in this one. Little Mac got buffed. He's a fucking really good character, 1v1 with no items. So I hope you never play anything besides 1v1 no items. But besides that, his recovery... he's got a disgusting forward smash. And they made his up B even better. And the fact that he has a counter move is also really strong. But a lot of his other B attacks aren't good. His counter and his up B is really all you're gonna ever use. You can sometimes do some fun jolt haymakers, and people won't expect it if you don't use it very often. But that's pretty much all you do it for, is just to throw people off their game. You're mainly gonna be using that disgusting forward smash, and then just like his jab combos and stuff like that. The reason why his forward smash is so good is because it has super armor and it just eats attacks. It's really fast as well, so it basically no one ever sees it coming, and it's just disgusting. Donkey Kong has really good up B. Yeah, Donkey Kong's got really good up B. That's why he's here. Peach and Daisy, they're fun and good, but they're not. They don't have enough. They're really fun and really good, but they don't have enough. Incineroar is super fun. I actually love playing as him, but his recovery is that terrible that he's not in the very solid. He's actually way down below and not bad. He's still not bad. He's still good, but that recovery will fuck you. It will fuck you so hard. It's actually not even that strong unless you literally hit it. So when Bowser does his ground pound, which is his down B, when Bowser does his ground pound, it is strong if you do it right in front of them, or if you do it from way high in the sky. Incineroar's up B won't. It's only good if you use it right in front of them. It will not really be good if you use it high in the sky and drop down with it. Whereas a lot of other characters who have moves that come up and then down, like, it doesn't matter. Like, that down part is going to be fine. But Incineroar's, he just like cancels out of it half the time. So, and even then, when you're coming from all the way up there, it doesn't like do more damage with velocity. It actually does like less damage. So it's really nothing special. Snake, I feel like he has a lot of potential to be really good. He's not bad. I like playing as him. He's fun. The thing about not bad, for me, it means like these characters have gimmicks and they're hindered by their gimmicks. Their gimmicks hinder them from being super solid, consistently good characters. But if you get the gimmick to work, you can have a lot of fun and they're still pretty good. So I think Snake, and that's the thing about Smash Ultimate, most of the characters are good. The upsetting category I have down there for a reason. Those are the only characters I feel like are actually bad. I feel like the characters in not bad are characters who are still fun and could potentially still be really good. Inkling is actually super good, but I don't think she's in the very solid category. I think she's super fun, super good. Her forward B is disgusting. It's way too good, actually. The fact that you have to charge Ink actually isn't that much of a problem. Ink charges super fast, and as long as you're playing on like a big stage or a stage that has platforms, it's pretty easy to charge your Ink, especially because some people when you're running away, people might think you're just setting up for a long range attack. She's got while her neutral B isn't that strong, it does the job of inking your opponent, so you can do more damage with your roller. And her Ink Bomb, her grenade, which is her down B, is amazing and really good. Yeah. She's actually just really good, but I just think that she's not as good as everyone else on top of her. So that's a lot of characters on top of her. So really good though. Toon Link, I don't understand why people like this character. He's a zoning character whose tool set isn't actually set up to be a zoning character. Everything it's good about Link and Young Link and why it makes them so strong zoning characters is gone with Toon Link. So I don't understand why people like him. I don't understand how he's supposed to be used. His bombs are good, but so is Young Link's. His arrows are functional, but Young Link's are better. His boomerang is the same as Young Link's. His up B is good, but so is Link and Young Link's. So what is good about Toon Link? Well, everything that's good about Toon Link is the same as Young Link, but he has different A attacks. Well, maybe what are those A attacks? Well, they're all worse than Young Link's, because Young Link's A attacks are the same as Link's, which are all better. So I would not recommend Toon Link ever at all. However, people still play him and like him. Some people say he's the best of the three Links. I had him right next to Young Link, but I just think there's no comparison. I think Young Link is so much better. So I had to put Toon Link in the not bad category, basically saying, yes, if you can work over with him, he can still be functional and pretty good. But it's like almost why? Why would you? Because Young Link is so much better. And honestly, I would say regular Link is so much better too. So I would say just avoid that character. But I wouldn't call him upsetting, because he wasn't ever... There's nothing to be upset about. Bowser Jr., he's good for starters, but he's not like a solidly great character. That's all I have to say about that. Olimar, a lot of people were saying he was going to be really, really good, and I just don't see it. And everyone who I know plays Olimar, who swears to me he's really good, I just completely crush them using almost any character. They get absolutely murdered. So I'm not sure. Maybe I have to play as better Olimar players, but from what I can tell, I don't see why he's that much better. You know, I feel like he's the same as he was in Smash 4, which is fine. Same with Duck Hunt. The Duck Hunt's a character I actually love playing as. I love screwing around with Duck Hunt. I always have fun playing as Duck Hunt. I just don't think he's quite up there. I know a lot of people think Duck Hunt is amazing in Smash 4. That's more people who are really dedicated to Duck Hunt who make him good. That's why he's in not bad. You have to work to make Duck Hunt good, and you have to learn and really main him out. He has to be your absolute main to figure him out. And that's fine, because he's a fun character. And if you do insane, super awesome shit with Duck Hunt, then power to you, my friend. And it's very possible. I know people who are good with Duck Hunt. But like I know people who are really good with Duck Hunt and don't know anyone who's really good with Olimar. But really good. Lucario's good, but he's not amazing. He's kind of boring and whatever. I don't really care about his aura getting stronger or whatever, and most of the time it actually gets in the way. And he doesn't really have anything that's like super amazing that, you know, it's like, what's the point? Just play as Mewtwo. He's way better. I know they're a lot different. They're not really clones or comparable, but it's just like there's better characters who have a charge attack. There's better characters who, I don't know, his recovery is weird, but it's okay. Gets the job done. His forward special is kind of cool, but it's not a true command grab. So it's kind of like, most of the time, it's kind of worthless. And he's got a counter. He's okay. He was made in Brawl. Back in Brawl, he was pretty freaking good. But Smash 4 kind of made him obsolete, in my opinion. And he's still obsolete here. Jigglypuff is not bad. This is the not bad category. Jigglypuff is not bad. She used to be bad. Smash 4 and Brawl, she was pretty bad. I think she's pretty good in this one. I think the increased movement and less ending lag, you can do a lot of jump A attacks and normally get the job done, which is kind of like how I would do in Melee. She's actually pretty decent. I like playing as her, and her rest move is still really good. So, yeah, Jigglypuff, she's definitely hindered horribly by her gimmick, but she still works. She's still good. All right, I like that. Kirby, I feel like is a lot better in this one than he has been in Smash 4 and Brawl. I feel like this is probably the best version of Kirby we've had, actually. I feel like he's decent. He's got a lot of good attacks. But Kirby's never been great. But he's not upsettingly bad. He's pretty good. But I do think he's the worst of the three Kirby characters by far. Like, I have him down here and Diddy up there for a reason. Game & Watch is good, but I heard he's been nerfed. That sucks. Sorry, Game & Watch fans. But he's alright. Pac-Man, definitely not as good as he was in Smash 4. I'd say in Smash 4, if this was a Smash 4 tier list, I'd have him in the very solid. Here, he's alright. It's whatever. And the reasons why, I know he has been nerfed a little bit, but it's because so many other characters are just better than they used to be, and the game's mechanics help them a lot, and he's just kind of still back where he was. And that's because this game's actually balanced. So, like, you can use Pac-Man and you can still win and do good. He's not bad. That's why he's not bad. Rob, same thing. He's kind of just the same character he's always been. But it's alright. He gets the job done. Wario's a character I personally love using, especially when I'm trying to troll on people. I really love biting people and farting on them as this disgusting character. It's one of my favorite things to do. He's actually really good. So he probably shouldn't even be this low on the not bad list. I'd probably have him like above Snake or Incineroar. Honestly, I'd probably have him above Peach. I love playing as Wario. But he's definitely not for everyone. A lot of people aren't very good with him. He's a whatever. But he's not in the very solid. He's definitely not very solid. But he's pretty good. Wii Fit Trainer, I actually hate Wii Fit Trainer. That's why she's the very last of the not bad. Now let's talk about upsetting. Upsetting works a little bit differently. The thing about not bad is that's a category of characters who are strongly and horribly hindered by their gimmicks, but if you can use their gimmicks, are still pretty good. Upsetting are characters who have nothing going for them at all, who are just bad. Bad. And sadly, 2 of these characters are brand new ones, and 2 of these characters are returning ones. And then the other 2 are characters that I hate in Smash 4. Wait, I hate them here too. Think about Ganondorf. Everyone wanted him to be better. Ganondorf, when I originally was making this tier list, I actually had an F tier. I had a tier that was just like, and I called it trash. This is like A, B, C, D. I had an F tier, and I literally called it trash. And when I made it, I realized no one was in it. Because even these upsetting characters are still playable, but they're just not nearly as good as they could be. Ganondorf is a character who's hindered by his gimmick to the point where you can't even really have fun or do good with them. You can still play him and you can get wins with him. You're gonna have to work really hard for it. He's definitely so much better than he was in Smash 4. If this was Smash 4 Brawl, he would be in the F tier of, and so would like a few other characters, and who would just be like, these characters are useless. Never pick them. They're bad. Ganondorf is not much higher up than where he was, but he is in a position where I would say, yeah, he's better. He's definitely better. He's been buffed majorly. He's still Ganondorf. His recovery sucks. His forward B sucks. It goes through block, which is the only good thing he's got going for him. But if you do it in the air, you're going to suicide when you don't want to. And because he has a bad recovery, you might want to use your forward B to get closer. It doesn't really go that far anyway, though. So it just sucks. His down B is pretty good because it's basically just Captain Falcon's down B. But it's kind of like we just picked Captain Falcon, who's way better than Ganondorf. There's no point in being a slower version of a fast character when the trade-off is more power, when the character you're being slower than is already super powerful. There's just no point in picking him. However, I will say his sword attacks, his smash attacks that have swords now, they're better. But they're not enough. The best thing about Ganondorf now is he has less ending lag and is a little bit faster. He really needed that. He's better than he used to be. He's still Ganondorf. He's still not very good. Ice Clammers. The reason why they're in upsetting and not in the not bad is because I fucking hate them and they're terrible. They're normally listed really high in Brawl and Melee because they have broken desync combos. The most famous one being the wobbles from Melee. Nintendo went out of their way to make sure that that couldn't happen. The problem is they're not very good without it. Whereas a lot of people will argue with me, they're super strong, super fun, and super good. A lot of people argue this with me. When Brawl was going big and strong, people argued this point to me so much. Guys, they're like okay, but honestly, the second you lose your stupid AI partner, you're fucked. For me, it just makes them absolutely worthless. I know some people are like, yeah, but when they're together, no. This is one of the worst risk-reward scenarios in the entire game. They're bad. Now, you can still win if you're rewarded for risking, you can still win. But they are just bad. Not good. Very strong attacks, though I would say their A attacks they're not that great. They're more strong thanks to their ability to be annoying with their B spam, their ability to freeze people, their down B, and their side B is pretty good. But again, once you lose your sister, you're in trouble. They still have some desync combos, but it's not really that reliable, and there's just no point to it. Everyone has Samus and Dark Samus in the same low tier. I think Samus is a little bit better than Dark Samus. They're bad. I love that Dark Samus is in this game because when I play Classic Mode and when I play World of Light, I love fighting against her. But honestly, in my opinion, I do think it's okay and fine to have characters in the roster as fodder. And that's what I have to say about Charizard and Ridley. I love fighting against them when they're the AI. But doing one-on-one battles with them, what's the point of even having them in the game? Dark Samus is in that category. I think Samus is better. But I also think that Samus and Dark Samus both should not have been this bad. Samus should be one of the best characters in the game if we're going by how badass she is in her games. Well, she is one of the best characters in the game when she's not wearing her armor. That's not right. However, this is the world we live in. That's the world we were living in Smash 4, with one character being top tier and one character being low tier, and it's the same girl, whatever. I guess we can basically say, well, one is her armor she wears when she's in space fighting fucking demon monster things, and one is just like her and her pure fighting prowess. Without her armor, canonically, Zero Suit Samus would still be a really great contender and fighter. So, yeah, that's how it is. but she's that bad. Do I even have to go into it? Like, she just doesn't have it. Her moves are just weird. They don't do anything. You can't do anything with them. There's nothing to her. She was good in Smash 64 because she was the only character who had a charge attack. Well, now look at this tier list. Look at the very solid category. You got Robin, you got Corrin, you got Mewtwo, Greninja. Mewtwo's amazing, but you got Mewtwo, who also has a charge ball. Greninja, Lucario. Characters have charge attacks. Sonic's Smash has a lot more range this time around. Characters have charge attacks. That was the only defining and good thing about her in, really for a long time. And then Brawl happened and changed that. So, what's the point? There is no point. There's nothing great about her anymore. Though her best attacks are like her up special, and it's really, even with her other great like A attacks, they're just not enough. She's just disappointing. Charizard, I was hoping he'd be better now. He's still bad. Some people really like Charizard, but here's the thing about Charizard, guys. Almost every other heavy character is better. There's no point picking Charizard when you can just pick Bowser. He has a bunch of jumps, but King K. Rool and Bowser both have better recoveries. Charizard has a terrible recovery. I don't understand why they gave it to him. It's really bad. They should have given him something else, something that represents like fly. He's a flying type, for crying out loud. His forward B is boring and whatever, and his standard B does scratch damage, but it isn't not that good. So there's really nothing to him. There's really nothing special about him. The best things about him are when he's combined as the Pokemon trainer. So I'm very glad that they brought Squirtle and Ivysaur back, but he's terrible. He's terrible in Smash 4. Smash 4, I'd probably say he's absolute trash F tier, one of my least favorite characters in the game. But the good thing about Charizard is that you don't need him to last an entire match in this game. You don't need him the entire time. Charizard can do the job you want him to do, and then you can switch him out. Again, it's a character that I like fighting against. I'm glad he's in the game. I'm glad he was in Smash 4. And Classic Mode in this one's great because it's all themed. So whenever I do fight up against Charizard, I usually enjoy that. It makes me happy. Plus, he's super iconic in Pokemon. He needs to be in the game. But very upsetting he couldn't be better than what he is. Isabelle. The fishing rod move sucks dick. It sucks. It fucking sucks. It's not good. Villager's gyro move is amazing. She doesn't have the tree. She has a trap gyro. It's sort of like Link's and Snake's detonatable down Bs as well, but it doesn't just make it constant. It doesn't make it an explosion right off the bat. It's a very narrow gyro coming out of the ground. This is canonically makes sense for her because Villager finds the gyros, but he finds them underground. So there's got to be someone putting them underground, right? Or I guess they're supposed to be just like ancient. But basically, she has the personality type that puts them back where they were, whereas Villager keeps them for himself. And yeah, it's like when you take out her forward smash is really good. I think Villager's is better though because obviously it's a bowling ball that it actually falls down. So if you use it above people, it's you have a really nice, strange smash attack that gets the job done. But while she still has some of Villager's best abilities, she just feels like a nerfed version. And a lot of people are saying, "Wow, she's better than Villager." No, you need to go back and play as Villager again in Smash Ultimate. Don't compare him to how he was in Smash 4. With this new engine, he's amazing. He's so fast and so light in the air. He does amazing shit. Imagine if he was in Melee. He would have been fucking awesome in Melee. Imagine him now in Ultimate. He's good. Isabelle is not better than Villager. Isabelle isn't even good. She's actually bad. So you can still do some good stuff with the pocket ability, and her forward smash is great, but she's a character that I will play for fun sometimes. You could put her in the not bad, but I just feel like her gimmicks that separate her from Villager are so bad that honestly she's really completely worth skipping over, and that's super upsetting to me. Ridley has like one good move, and that's his forward B. You know, everyone was saying his down B was going to make him broken. Trust me, it's not. It's so unreliable that you're gonna get hit out of it when people see you doing it. The best thing to do when you see Ridley like moving his tail back to do the down B is just fucking hit him as a fast character. Ridley's a big target. He's slow. He gets knocked around by everyone. He gets bullied by everyone. He's literally in my last place. I have him as like the lowest ranked character. Wow. That should say something. And maybe it's because I'm the most upset by him not being good when I really want him to be good. It's really funny because I was saying Ridley looks really good and K-Rool looked really bad and boring. I probably wasn't going to play him. And now that the game's out, you look at everyone's tier list, look at my tier list. When I was personally saying K-Rool would be bad and Ridley would be good, K-Rool's fucking really good and Ridley's fucking really bad. But whatever, I'm glad he's in the game because I like to punch him. So that's all I have now. I will go ahead and say, obviously, the Nope category is there for a reason. Well, the Mii characters are too inconsistent. You can basically change their moves just like Smash 4. They're a lot more legal now because they all are the same size, weight, and power and everything. So they're a lot less broken for that reason. But I'm not going to try to review all the possible custom move options for them. But they're fun. If I was going to rate all three Mii fighters, I would put them all in the not bad category. Whatever. They're just kind of there as a joke. I have so many Mii fighters created, but I don't expect anyone to actually play as them. I expect people to just look at them and kind of laugh at it. But it is a good idea to make Mii fighters early on when you don't have many characters unlocked, so that way you have a little bit more variety going on. That's about it. Piranha Plant's not out yet. I'm not going to talk about how he looks, because if I talk about how he looked, if I talk about how these characters looked, my tier list would be completely different. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to do here for this one. This video was one of my longest ones I've ever done. It didn't need to even be this long. This is kind of ridiculous. But if you don't even want to watch it all, that's fine. Just watch what you need. But yes, talking about every single character in the game took a while. But yeah, that's my definitive tier list now that I've played the game. I don't know how much this will change. So I probably won't make another video like this though. So just keep in mind that this video is being recorded on December 9th, which is 2 days after this game came out. But yeah, that's my current tier list for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And one reason why I wanted to make it was mainly to say that a lot of the characters who I was predicting to be really good aren't, and a lot of characters who I were kind of sleeping on turned out to be surprises. So yeah. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. Take care.